Hey, it's Alan from scootersales.com.au and I'm here with Wenz from Scooteria, and we're just going to catch up with him for a couple of minutes and talk about scooters, or all things scooters in general. So thanks for joining us today, Wenz.
Thanks for having me, Al.
First of all, tell us what brought you into the world of scooters.
Well, about 11 years ago, Scooteria was started by my brother Ralph, and I'd spent time in another industry, and around about 2005, the opportunity became available for me to come join my brother in the business, and I took that opportunity.
Yeah. Tell me, how has the business progressed over the last couple of years to what it is today?
Well, I think we're probably not very much different from most small to medium enterprises. It's been a difficult 24 months. We've undergone some restructuring. We've been pretty particular about rationalising our brands, and the ones, the scooters we carry and the scooters we service, and that's been pretty good in helping us get to the business model we're at now, which we think will sustain us over the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. So has business grown significantly to what it was, or is it pretty much the same, or has it just been a level playing field? Or tell us a bit about that.
Well, our overall sales, or of new scooters, are about a pretty similar year on year for the last 3 or 4 years. And that's predominantly been due to the proliferation of new models and new brands coming onto the market. And I guess for us to maintain our sales in that environment is equivalent to being pretty good growth in any other environment. Yeah. So I think we've done okay. Yeah. I think now the market's starting to rationalise itself, and what we see now is probably what we're going to see over the next 3 to 4 years. So I think from here on in we'll probably look all right.
Yeah. Now you've got a few brands, and you've obviously chosen those carefully.
Yeah.
Are brands that you sell important, and tell us a bit about why that might be?
Well, the first part of the question, yes, they are important. Yep. And the most obvious reason for that is we like to maintain a very high quality approach to the business. So from that point of view, we stick with the best quality brands, and they have to jump through some hoops as we do with them, but that leads us to having brands that have a very strong background, a very strong history. They have to have been manufacturing those brands for a good period of time, and the importer also, most importantly, has to have been importing for a good period of time, i.e. more than 5 years, and have a very strong commitment to their brand, their spare parts, their backing up, their accessories and everything like that. Yeah,
okay. So there are a lot of brands, and there's a lot of models to choose from out there in the marketplace.
Yeah.
If I'm a first-time scooterist and I'm walking through the door for the first time, what's the one good piece of advice you'd give me?
I would say make sure you get the scooter that fits you, that's suited to you. Don't be swayed by sort of branding or advertising or even necessarily what your friends say. Take a number of scooters for a test ride. Make sure you've got something that you're comfortable on, because probably the most common mistake I see is someone would buy something that they're not suited to, become disillusioned, not ride the scooter every day as they should, or every weekend as they probably hope to, and then have to get rid of it. And that costs money. So I would say just take your time picking the right scooter.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot to choose from. So I've bought the scooter, I've chosen it, I've ridden home, I ride it on a day-to-day basis. Give me a one-line tip about servicing and how I should look after my scooter.
Well, I would probably make sure, first of all, I'd make sure that you at least wash your scooter. Try and do that once a week or once every 2 weeks. Because the thing about washing your scooter is that's when you find out whether anything's missing or anything's loose or there's some oil running out somewhere. And then the next most obvious thing is obviously try and stay as close to that servicing schedule as possible to keep within your warranty period, and that protects you.
Yeah, for sure. That's great advice. Tell me, we've obviously talked about the past of Scooteria, the present of Scooteria. What does the future hold for Scooteria in terms of where do you think scooters are going?
Well, there's no question that demand for scooters continues to increase. The RTA's been okay in adding some capacity to the rider training spots, to the rider training centres and whatnot. So that's going to be okay and help us out with sales over the next 12 months. But what you can see, and I see it here on Parramatta Road every single morning and every single afternoon, is massive congestion. So there's no question that the move to scooters for that ease of sort of transportation, and then being able to park when you get there, is that move is going to continue.
Yep.
So I would expect strong sales growth over the next 3 to 4 years, providing we have the capacity at the rider training centres to satisfy what is going to be a pretty strong need.
Tell us, Wens, how can people find you? What brands do you sell? Tell us, you're located on Parramatta Road, as you said, so, and I dare say you've got a website as well, so tell us a few things there.
Scooteria.com.au.
Yep.
Front page, you'll see all the scooters we sell.
Yep.
You'll see our specials for the month, or the models, latest reviews on models, things like that. You'll also see us obviously on scootersales.com.au, and we're at 150 Parramatta Road, Stanmore. That's just a couple of kilometres out of the city, heading west on Parramatta Road, obviously, and just past Sydney University, and just before you get to Leichhardt. So that's pretty much where we are. We stock around about 80 to 90 scooters on the floor. We have five brands. We carry the Vespa, Piaggio, Dalera range in pretty much all models and all colours all the time.
Yep.
And we also carry the Sim range of scooters, very strong, Taiwanese made, 4-year warranty, on most of their scooters, very popular. And additionally to that, we carry the Mojo range of scooters, including Mojo and Sax. And as you'll see now, I think from zero to hero, the little Sax Amici 125 has just taken the market by storm. So, we're happy to stock that for sure.
Okay, well, thanks once again for joining us today, Wens. It's been great. Your feedback and opinions are always welcome. So we'll see you next time, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us out.
Okay, well, that's me, Alan from scootersales.com.au, and we'll see you next time. Bye.